What's going on, everybody? Thanks a lot for tuning in. We got a couple new guests with us, to, or should I say, one new guest for right now, and we got another one being added. Nolo, you want to introduce yourself for us, Playboy?
Yeah, what's going on, man? Manolo Prado, avid sneaker collector, collector period, custom clothing designer, ATATF gang.
That's right. One of the alumni.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Right here, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, PR_23 on Instagram. Uh, Shoe collector, shoe enthusiast for many years since I was born. I'm just with the business.
Real, appreciate it. Keith, you want to, can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right,
Keith, can you hear everybody?
Yeah, I hear everybody. What's happening?
What's happening, bro?
Introduce yourself, Keith.
What up, though? It's Keith with the Boss, man. From the south side of Atlanta, formerly from Alabama. Just out here kicking it, man, chilling. Politicking with you guys, man. Looking at all the fresh kicks in the background. You know what I'm saying? What up, Manolo?
What's happening, bro?
Just chilling, man. Everybody there, fellas, what's good with y'all, man?
We just now getting into it. Perfect timing, folks. Perfect timing. Diverse, want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, what's happening, y'all? You know who it is. Diverse Styles from the other half of Feast in the Streets. At Ian Tankersley 404 on Instagram, and same, it's my name on Facebook. So, that's what's up. How's everybody doing?
And this your boy Superb Kicks, one part of Feet to the Street. We greatly appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're gonna jump right into it. All right, so right now we're gonna do a we greatly appreciate y'all for tuning in. Excuse me, sorry about that. We're gonna jump into the topics right now, and we're gonna talk about celebrities dictating the market on certain shoes. What y'all feel about that? In no particular order, anybody can jump in on that.
All right. Anybody? Okay, I'll start.
There you go.
Honestly, right now, what I'm seeing celebrities dictate most. Well, a current bubble has been, of course, the dunk. Not even the SB anymore. It was just the SB.
Yeah.
Now it's the dunk period. Like the Kentucky dunk, the Oakland A dunk. Even though they're named after college, I'm talking about the names that we originally knew them as. It's crazy that dunks, like you can't get a dunk low for retail anymore, and it has such a high resale value. So I think the dunks is probably the shoe that's being impacted the most right now. And I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? For the collectors, of course, we don't like it because it's just hard for us to get them. And there are some collectors that's plugged in who can go ahead and get the shoe no problem. Fortunately, I'm not one of those, and the size 8 is rough for me to get the shoes. So I haven't gotten any of the dunks straight up. But as far as how I feel about it, I don't hate it. I don't hate the game, you know what I'm saying? All it takes, at the end of the day, all it takes is money to get some shoes. If you strike out from retail, bro, just get your chips up and buy them if you want them.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with that too. As you know, I'm a SB dunk, and SB head myself, and it's crazy how 3-4 years ago you could get stuff so cheap. You could buy somebody's whole collection for $400 or $500.
Facts.
I mean, I was catching stuff on like OfferUp for like $17, $36, $42. You know what I'm saying? Crazy steals. And as soon as like the celebrities put it on, you got like of course Travis Scott, was it Offset, Kylie Jenner. These people. All of a sudden, I'm not knocking their pockets. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as they put a shoe on, it doubles, triples, or even further in value. And I just don't agree with that. Like and where I really think the problem lies the most is with the buyers. It's not really the sellers. The sellers they're gonna set their price to what the market people are buying for. If you do not continue to pay, $500 plus for a shoe, they're going to lower their price at some point. Most of the time, they're not even their size. They're buying it to resell. So I have to sit back, be patient. Like I say, I missed a certain couple releases. Oh well, I sit back, I wait, and I found a couple. I'm still searching. But I mean, I search like eBay every day. I search OfferUp every day. Let go. You still can catch steals. but you have to search for them, and it's nothing like it was before, where you could just find them, or even the local groups, like us guys here in the local groups. It used to be ATATF. You could do some, swapping and trading with folks.
Fact.
Man, now you got to give them a kidney plus go to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
I just don't agree with it.
Bill.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and then they don't want to deduct, $10, $15 for gas. They still want the StockX price plus the kidney plus your firstborn. I mean, so it's just crazy. It's gotten out of control, and I know that fads come and go, and this is only temporary. It'll drop back down eventually. But I mean, you look at things like the Strange Love. I mean, if you didn't hit for retail, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. You know what I'm saying? It's 1,000 or more, and I me and Nolo got a small feet sizes, so it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So maybe one day, maybe not.
I
Anybody
feel
else?
celebrities when they put something on their feet, it's the influence that raises everything up. The people want to be connected to their celebrity or their idol that like in any way they can. So of course it's going to be more people that want to buy the shoe, so that's going to drive the market up. It's the influence of the celebrity, the stardom, that comes with that. Whatever they put on, if they put on a pair of Uggs, you know what I mean? A pair of Uggs is going to start selling. If they sell out, you're going to be able to make a bit of money on them. That's just part of, supply and demand, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, the influence is real. Because the other day I was checking online, I seen some fives, all black fives, original. They was going for like 25 grand.
What?
Yes, 25. There's no way in the world I would pay 25
Golly.
for some fives. So the influence is real out here, man. It really is.
Yeah.
It's price gouging at its best.
Well,
it's a $1
Gas
billion
go up, cheese
market.
go up.
Go ahead. Y'all finish. Ian,
well, I would say, you hit it on the head about the supply and demand. And what's crazy is the demand is higher than the supply. And I remember back in the day, they used to flood the market. You could go when they used to release, say, Jordans on Fridays. You could skip school, go get a shoe on Friday, or if you didn't, you could still get it on like Sunday. Now, man, if you're not in line by 6 o'clock and they open at 9, you dead. You know what I'm saying? And I really like how a lot of stores are limited to one pair per person. If you got to connect, you may can get two, whatever, or you hit online and in person, you might get two. But I mean, I really like how they're limiting the amount of purchases per person, but I don't like how they're not flooding the market like they used to. If they see the market or the supply is needed, fill the demand. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
And I'm gonna just add my 2 cents to it. I feel celebrities dictate the market in everything they do. I mean, they can throw on anything, jewelry. You got cats out here buying the same jewelry at the swap meet, you know what I mean, just to look like they celebrity, you know what I mean. So it's a big influence, like you guys say, and I agree 1,000% with what y'all saying. It doesn't matter what the shoe is; it could be some BS, and a celebrity put it on it, it automatically boosts up the value of that shoe right there. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, you can go back as far as like say the Royal Ones when Kanye rocked them. I mean, they just skyrocketed for a while, and then
the bread.
Oh yeah, and the breads, yeah, right. And the breads are always going to hold value, especially like the band ones. With the actual ones with the X on them, they're going to always hold value. But the good part about it is when they re-released, that kind of slowed the price down. Well, obviously now band ones have jumped up again because of the Last Dance, but that's understandable. It's just like we're talking about now, the market or the celebrities dictating the prices on certain shoes, especially the Chicago's. They're gone.
And that's not just now starting though. Like I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us didn't had a pair of shell toe Adidas because of Run DMC.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like so, it's not just something that's just now starting, but it goes to a different level now with Jordan because now they're releasing every other week and stuff like that, from ones all the way to 13s and everything such and such. Back then, you got probably 1 or 2 a month with some Cortez, some K Swizz, maybe Diodor's, Troops, or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But now it's saturated, and everybody got a little bit of bread about themselves, so you know what I mean. And you can resell it. You can buy 2 and sell 1 and pay for yours and make yours $50 or for
What,
free. You know
what also has changed that whole aspect of what you just mentioned is social media. You know, we didn't have StockX, Go, Grailed, you know, all these websites you could go on.
Instagram, Twitter, right?
Yeah,
We have none of
Instagram.
that.
Yeah. So obviously, you are exactly right about having something that celebrity had back in the day. I mean, I know I had shell toes. You know, I know I had the Patrick Ewings. You know, and I thought, of course, when I got Jordan, I thought I could jump higher. You know, all that good stuff. But I mean, we didn't have the social media, and that's a major influence on. You know, like I say, a picture surfaces with a celebrity with a pair of shoes, instantly they go up in price.
Yeah, the entire
Wow.
world sees it. That's
Yeah.
why it's not
Right.
something where you're just seeing it. We used to have to
Correct.
wait for the Vibe magazine or the Source magazine or the Word Up magazine to come out to
Right.
see what a celebrity was rocking on his feet, or the newest episode of Martin or Fresh Prince. You know what
Yeah.
I
Real
mean?
Right.
talk.
Yeah.
And
Or
Real
now
talk.
with
crisscross.
social media,
Crisscross
it
as a
connects the
kid, they had
world.
on the Ewins. I
Yeah,
wanted
Right.
a pair
man.
of Ewins
Yeah.
because crisscross was
Real
jumping
talk.
around in his day.
Right.
Yeah.
Real talk. Real
Yeah.
talk.
So when they post on that social media, the entire world sees it at once, and the hype just goes crazy right then and there.
And look at that percentage though. You know, just say roughly 5 to 10 million on a lower estimate. 5 to 10 million people see this celebrity in the shoe. The percentage is going to be high on that level because you're going to get a couple of 100,000 people buying the shoe. However many they produce, it's going to
Right.
get sold out instantly. So you
Right.
know what I mean. That shoe going to get significant value off the top because of that celebrity.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and part two. Question number two. It's a two-part question. We're gonna go with the shoe that made you start collecting and your favorite shoe and why. Why I say a two-part question because that could have been the same shoe. You know what I mean? So I want to, so we can try to get two shoes out of these two questions right here. So once again, the sneaker that made you start collecting, you don't have to have it now. It could be a shoe that you don't have anymore, but made you the person that you are collecting, and your favorite shoe and why.
He gonna go get his.
Well,
All right.
I'll go when I got easy money.
Go
Mine
ahead.
is the Jordan 4, the Bread 4. That got me going. I seen it on different world as a kid. I remember I could never get a pair. My first pair I was able to get was the Jordan 6. I was like 10 years old, and since then, you know, I've been hooked on them. It's been that stardom to always want to be, you know, to get them hot ones, you know.
Yeah.
Boy,
Jordan 4, that's my favorite one all time. The Bread 4.
yes sir, yes sir. And I'm gonna jump in on that also since you mentioned in that. I'm gonna go with the vice versa. My favorite is the Fire Red Ford. You know what I mean? I was up at Kalina Park. You know, y'all know you pretty sure Kalina Park. Coach Marty, you know, shout out to Coach Williams, Jamal, and Ben Bernard. They uncle. He was coaching us up at Kalina Park. And I won 2 back-to-back championships up in there. You know what I mean? And that shoe just holds significant value to me. And from there, it was just like I'm collecting. I'm liking like how my boy Diverse Styles got his set up right there on the wall. I had a little thing where I could put up a shoe box with one shoe box and then throw a shoe on it. You know what I mean? In a little thing that I had on the wall. And all the time I'm looking at that one shoe. And eventually that shoe came off that little stand, and then I just start putting them from the ground up. You know what I mean? Coming up, like I mentioned, K Swiss was one of my collectors. You know what I mean? My big collectors, the all white before Air Force Ones was real popular like that. You get a pair of K Swiss, you know, get them dirty real quick. You need a fresh pair. But to answer that question, you know what I mean? My favorite shoe is the Fire Red Fold, and that's because of the significance of it. Back-to-back championships, like me, Diverse said. You know, you put on the Jordan, you think you can jump high and everything like that. And your boy won 2 championships. You couldn't tell me nothing in that shoe. If I wasn't wearing that shoe, I wasn't playing. You know, real tough.
All right. All right. Favorite shoe? No. Shoe that got me start collecting? Air Force One. Air Force One.
Beast,
When
ain't
I
it?
started collecting shoes, all I wore was Air Force Ones.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you why. It's because in Riverdale, Georgia, we had a Foot Locker outlet. And down here, nobody was wearing Air Force Ones. It was like, it just wasn't a popular shoe. It was K Swiss. It was K Swiss. So the outlet on Riverdale, they had a boatload of Air Force Ones for $8, $12, and $15 was the most I paid. So the Air Force One, for a moment, that's the only shoe I wore because it was the only shoe I could afford because it was always on sale. Now, my favorite shoe right now to date is the South Beach LeBron 8.
Ooh, yes, sir.
That's my favorite. This is my favorite shoe. It's a low top shoe. It's still chunky though. It almost wears like a mid. I love real chunky shoes. And this shoe right here, just the colorway, the way they designed the shoe. This shoe is gorgeous. This is my favorite shoe in my collection.
How about you, Key? You want to go ahead?
Oh yeah, I agree with PR. My favorite shoe is the fours too, man. My dad bought me a pair. I feel like I ruled the world with them shoes on, man.
Boy.
What started making me collect it was the 13, the female, the blue and gray one. I think you got them in the background right there, Marcel.
Yeah, the Flints.
Yeah, man, those
Flints.
are my
Yeah.
favorite shoes right there, man. The shoe is so comfortable, man. Then I like the hologram, the hologram and the bubble. Just a clean shoe all the way around, you know. You can do
100.
it casual, you can do it sport, you can do it how you want to. That's my favorite shoe, though.
Yeah, and the 13s and the 10s are the most comfortable to me, out of the Jordans.
Those 10s are comfortable. Those are the most
Man,
comfortable of all
stupid.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are
stupid.
comfortable. They wear terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
They
I'm not.
wear,
I'm not a big fan of tens, but they are comfortable.
they wear
And they
bad, but they comfortable as hell because they don't have no seams. They
and
don't
they
have no
just
seams with those pressure points.
Yeah.
and they super plain. Like you're gonna get a sock liner in the bottom, the different color, and they're gonna be majority black and white. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It's comfortable, but boy, they look terrible after a few wears.
I say for me, the shoe that got me into collecting, is gonna be the white cement 4. It's the first shoe, the first pair of Jordans my mom ever bought me back in '89. And what's crazy is I cut grass, the whole summer, and I bought the bread 4s back in '89. And it's crazy because my mom still has those shoes put up somewhere.
No way.
They are totally crumbled, but they are in the original box. She kept those shoes for whatever reason. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
amazing.
Yeah, so she still has them put up somewhere. So she has the '89 bread 4s. I think they're probably like a size 4 or so, whatever I was back then. You know what I'm saying? But my all-time favorite shoe. Oh man, it's tough to say. Well, my all-time favorite Jordan is the Playoff 13. I still have my '98 pair in the gray box. I mean, that's been my favorite shoe for the longest time. I can't wait for them to retro so I can get them again, this, that, and the other. And probably my favorite shoe that I don't own is going to be the Sabotage SB Low, which I'm on the hunt for now. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that. I'm sure you are, Nolo, but that, not that anybody's not familiar, but that's my grail. Like that, I will own that shoe before this year ends. So I'm on the hunt.
Most definitely. Hey, Redditor, you selling those sizes that you got in those chunky dunks?
Not right now. I'm gonna put them up.
Okay, I was about to say if you wanted to, you can blast them right here, and then once we share this live and everything, somebody might holler at you, whatnot.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them things up for a little while, man. Trade bait, something like that.
Yeah.
Something I really
Yeah,
want.
definitely trade bait.
Yeah,
It's something I really
It
want
just
out
sucks.
there.
It sucks you have such a small size. You're gonna end up selling them, then buying what you want. But I mean, you got them. You got the. It's like cash in hand right there. You know.
Right.
Let me tell you something. It's so hard to sell a shoe and give that money up. I can't do it. That's why I do
Man.
trades.
Yeah.
Like
100.
if you tell me, oh Nolo, just sell the shoe and buy the shoe from me, I'm never gonna buy the shoe from you. I'm gonna sell that shoe and put that shit in my bank account.
Well, you know what? I'm the opposite of that. The hardest thing for me is actually selling something. Like I don't have a lot of doubles. I got a few doubles, but I don't have a lot of doubles. But when I buy a shoe, it's for my feet. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I'm talking about like if you got that 4.5 and that 6.5 he got and that 20, there's nothing you can do with it.
Yeah.
And somebody got the Sabotage you want, and you're like, yo, swap me for the Sabotage. And he's like, nah, bro, just sell the chunky. Once I sell the chunky, bro, you're dead. That money,
and if I lose out on the draw, I'm taking whatever size they got just to use that in that.
Oh
barter
yeah,
system,
that's why I say
Right.
That's why I say you got cash in hand. Like you good. You know what I'm saying? You can cash in on them today, tomorrow.
I had a size 12 ready for me, but the Nike rep came and pulled it. He wanted. He said he couldn't find him a pair. That's what the manager told me. And so he let my wife get the 6.5. So he only let me get my size. Yeah, my
That's
wife
crazy.
wears.
You know,
Hey, that's 2 days early though. You know?
Right.
You know, you might mess around and hit on that 12 on the day of.
Man, I'm trying to. I'll be up early. I have everybody, moms, everybody be ready.
Yes, sir. On that one.
yeah, you say you hit. I mean, man, and see that goes back to our original question of the broadcast here is the resale game. Like, what's sad is 90% of people that are going for them don't even want them. And in
No,
here, and here's a man like you that actually wants a size 12 for his foot, and if you don't hit, man, it's well. You see, you got a backup plan. But like, say if
Yeah.
you didn't have that, it's a wrap.
So see,
I
that's
mean,
where the resale game has brought the game to where you have to kind of go out there and get whatever you can to get what you
absolutely,
want because
yep,
Because you're
the
gonna
prices
lose
of some
out.
of the things are so high. It's not even really about shoes no more. It's kind of like I want to say real estate and stocks.
yeah, yeah,
it is
It's
stop.
like
yeah,
property and stocks. It's not even really tennis shoes anymore. It's just different. The numbers are so high, so you got to kind of be tactical and strategize if you want to have shoes. Because I
yeah.
want to have no heat because I can never get a size 12. It's hard. Stores usually have one or two size 12s. You know what I mean? So I usually go for size 10s or 11s because I know they have multiples of those. Then I got to figure out a way to get my size.
Yeah, they
Right.
You
finally
know?
copping something for retail. You know, that retail trade bait is awesome. You know what I
It
mean? Instead of trying to
Right.
go,
it's gotten
build
so
up and
bad.
build up.
It's gotten so bad too that like say if you say like okay I'm a size 8, say I hit for 8.5 and I try to size swap to it down to an 8, it's gotten so bad folks want a size swap plus cash. I'm like,
First
dude,
class.
we have the same exact shoe. How am I gonna pay you to size? I mean, it's just ridiculous, man.
Supply and
Especially
demand.
just a
Market.
Let them
half
know you
size.
want it.
Like,
Yeah, a
Hey,
half size is
blame
no way.
StockX.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Now I can
and then
see.
that's another thing. Everybody going reselling is always let me check StockX and see what that price is and all that, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Besides celebrities, I think StockX hurt the game more than celebrities. You know
StockX,
what I mean
yep.
with
Yeah,
the resale thing
You
yeah,
can go
because
look up the
yeah, of
they'll,
price.
course,
yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
Yeah, I really lean towards GOAT than I do StockX, but I mean you got to check both to get an average price. What I usually do is I check StockX highest ask, then I check like GOAT's price, and then I check GOAT to see if they got a used pair, and I'll average the three, to see where I need to be on the offer or where I need to be on the purchase, something like that.
You
or
But
know,
I
most
offer
people
I
are
offer
lazy.
payout. Yeah, I'm offering payout on StockX, not the price. What they
right,
gonna get after the taxing and the fees and
right.
all that, and then I'm gonna beat it, and then I'm gonna try to lower it like 10, 15, maybe $20 because you're gonna get your money now. You're not about to have to wait to send the shoe, wait for it to get authenticated, and then send it and all until your money come
Especially
back.
if it's local.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm giving you your money right now, man, and it's killing the game. Where the first thing they do is let me check StockX. You know what I mean? Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
What you feel that this price is worth, and we getting it just like these Flints. You know what I mean? It was an average like 275, 300, but StockX was more than that. So I was surprised in the group ATATF that I found this for a reasonable price, and it was cheaper than StockX payout.
Yeah. Like I say, there's still some real ones out there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah, I know, Nolo. I know. Me and you gone, back and forth a couple times over the years. And I mean, like I say, when you got the money size, that size 8, you have to network. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, you have to.
you have to build them
You better have your
relationships,
friends. Yeah, you better
right?
have your friends ready.
And I know we've run
Hey,
into each
hey,
other at the
hey,
mall
hey,
several
diverse.
times. So, yo,
Diverse, not interrupting you, but speaking on money sizes, y'all don't see how the 12 and the 13s is going back up in price?
That's
hey,
with certain shoes. That's like the LeBron 7, the media
Yeah.
day. See, here's the thing with certain shoes, okay, so shoes, the way I look at shoes, they're broken into different genres. You got the Air Max genre, you got the Air Max 1 genre, you got the Retro 1 genre, you got the uniform Jordan who collects everything. The LeBrons have always been a big shoe reseller, big size reseller.
yeah,
Like the media days, I just bought a pair for $230. That's retail. That's retail plus shipping. My brother went to buy a pair, and he's like, "Oh, you got it for retail? I know I'm gonna get him. His size is 350 on stock 11,
Ooh,
and a LeBron.
yeah.
wow.
But LeBron has always been big size reselling shoes.
But now Jordan 1s and a lot of Jordans, size 12 and 13, they up there with the size 8s and 8.5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I know
seen
the
that.
13s. I
Yeah,
didn't know
Man,
the
it
12s.
used to be the 13 sold out and the 8s was on the shelf. I hope it goes back to
hundred
that, you know.
percent.
Me
Yeah.
too.
That's what it
I
was.
pray it does.
That used to be the game.
Yeah, that used to be the game, and I'm seeing
I used to hate
these
getting size
prices.
8s back in the day. I don't want no
Boy,
size 8s, so they was not moving.
man. Hey Keith, since you came in kind of late, G, you want to plug your Instagram, let everybody know what you got going on with your music, everything like that right now.
Yeah, you can find me at Keith the Boss Man on Instagram. Follow me on www.teamdreadmusicgroup.com. Just grinding, man. Got a big situation about to head to Cali next week on the 4th. God just been blessing me, man. Been real good to me, living out my dreams, man. Everything coming true. So I'm just waiting patiently, for my deal to go through and everything for Universal. Hey, just keep staying blessed and prayed up, man.
And you got any mixtapes out, anything like that, where they can find some of your music right now?
Yeah, you catch me on SoundCloud, Team Dread, Keiski, Keiski, and you can find me on all platforms, man. Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
what's up.
Hey, and Nolo, you want to plug your business also while we got a little dead time before we get into these last two questions?
Yeah, man. Follow me at Manolo Prado. That's on Instagram, Twitter, same on Facebook. I do custom clothing. I have a website for a release I'm doing right now. It's called Upper Social, uppersocial.bigcartel.com. HATF, you already know. And my YouTube. You can find me on YouTube as well at Manolo Prado.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Red Tip, you want to plug anything?
Nah, I'm good, brother.
All right, all right, all right. So we're gonna go right into this question, and we're gonna talk about the sports after this COVID-19, after this coronavirus. How do y'all feel it's gonna play out? Like far as people in the stands, games, formats. Is the NBA? Do y'all think the NBA season gonna continue on that type of format? And anybody can take the floor if they want to right now.
I think I honestly think eventually people are just going to just be like, man, look, how long is this going to last? Because we can't keep losing this money. So we're just going to open this thing back up. That's push come to shove. As far as right now, the rumors I'm hearing is I'm hearing some crazy rumors in the sports world, and I don't know what to believe, but I'm hearing that they're going to do some makeshift uh, basketball courts and in the big market states, and they're going to run these games on TV, no audience, but they'll still play the game. I don't even know if basketball players would even be able to even perform like that at the level that they're playing, just in a big empty arena. But I think eventually they're probably just be like, man, look, we can't do it no more. We can't keep losing this money. It's crazy the amount of money that the NBA is losing right now. But they're talking about subscriptions. They're talking about you would have to subscribe to NBA TV, or is it NBA TV, something like that, in order to watch the games. So that's how they'll keep those funds. I thought that was, I thought that made sense. Like it won't be free anymore. You have to subscribe to NBA TV to watch it, which makes sense. That'll keep the money flowing for them. But that's what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's real or not. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I heard the no fans situation too, but with no fans, how can a player be motivated to play with no fans in the stands? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It's like, that's going to be a hard thing to do, man. But I hope
I
Yeah,
everything
understand they
returns
playing
soon,
pickup
man.
games, but that'll be hard.
I feel that NBA should just cancel this season. It's hard for the players to do that, stop and get back going. Like this is a totally different body and shape and conditioning they got to be in, and for them to be out this long and they're not able to get to practice facilities, work out the way that they want to. Some of these cats live in LA in condos. They don't got basketball courts to go work out. Some of them ain't shot a jumper in how long? You know what I mean? In an indoor
Right.
court. You know what I mean? So I don't feel the basketball season should continue. I feel that it should just cancel as of right now, work out what they need to work out with the players' pay and everything like that. But moving forward with baseball and football, these seasons haven't started yet, so they can work some kind of thing out, like you was mentioning, like stadiums that are social distance. You know, these are open air arenas. They're not like basketball courts where everything is indoors. This is open air arenas where you can do 6 feet apart from people in the stands and everything like that. You may not get what you want, but you're gonna get something. You know what I mean? Out of the price wise and being able to pay it. But like you said, motivation with not seeing your kids in the stand, your mama, your girl, somebody that normally be there, that gives you that extra motivation knowing that they depending on you and stuff like that, or a fan with your jersey on in the crowd cheering you on and stuff like that. So I just feel it's going to be a sticky situation, but I feel baseball and football still have still got a little life of continuing the seasons or starting their season.
Yeah, I just feel like all sports platforms, you know, whether it be baseball, basketball, football, anything. Like I totally agree with the fans are a huge aspect of the game, and to be like we spoke on last week, I don't think that for at least another year, maybe two, that things will ever be back the way they were right away. I mean, you know, there's like Nolo said, you know, there's people that are just like fed up with it and want to go see sports and want to get out the house and want to do something, and like then there's people that are just still scared to leave the driveway. So you got people on both sides of the fence, and you have to decide where it is you stand. But I mean, even with basketball arenas, you could still do social distancing to an extent. You could do that with any of the pro sports platforms. But would it be weird? Like I say, now if the Braves had a subscription or the Hawks had NBA subscription or MLB, I would subscribe to it and watch games. Just because I'm a fan. I mean, and I'm shameless admission here. I'm still a Falcons fan. You know what I mean? So, but I would watch that regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a sports fan in general, win or lose, especially for the home teams. And so, yeah, do I miss it? Absolutely. Is my life changed without it? No. But I mean, I do miss being able to come home, watch a Braves game, you know what I'm saying, relax, watch a Hawks game, or, Sunday doing the hangout with everybody, watching all the football games, cooking out, hanging out. Yeah, of course I miss it. But I mean, in due time, it'll come.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little strange for the NBA. For all sports, it's gonna be a little weird with no audience, especially from a spectator's point of view. At home, you watching the game and you see no fans out there, hear no holla and no energy. You ain't gonna feel that energy. You know what I mean? Just you gonna hear that. You know what I mean on the court, up and down. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be the same. So I don't want to make no predictions. I just want to see how it's gonna be. We're gonna have to adapt to the change regardless. But I'm ready to get something going. I want to see some action.
And my thing too, also to just elaborate, none of us mentioned college. You know what I mean? I think it's more sticky situation for these college kids than it is these millionaires. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's these kids that's hungry, dorms, you know what I mean, and everything like that, trying to pursue a dream. And some kids, you know what I mean, after a certain age, they on their own. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
With these dorms closing and no sports and not just the sports aspect about it, but college with kids not able to continue their schooling. Like we got Walmarts open and food places open and stuff like that, but it ain't no schooling open. It's like, it's kind of like backwards to me with that situation. And
Yeah.
and these are our future doctors, lawyers, stuff. It could be somebody with a cure with this COVID-19 or something like that. I mean, it's all types of scenarios, and I just feel that college is suffering more than any kind of pro sports with these
That's a
young
fact.
athletes.
Yeah. Yeah, and I personally miss watching the good old college game day football games on Saturday when they're out here fighting for a spot in this world. I actually enjoy. I don't really keep up with the names of players that on all different teams, but I do keep up with certain players on certain teams. And I just enjoy watching the drive that the college football team has to try to make it big. So I don't follow college basketball like I used to. It's just a different era for me.
Hey, and Keith, mentioning on something that you touched bases on earlier, saying that you flying out to Cali next week. Like, is there any kind of extra stipulations that they added to your plane tickets, your confirmation, anything like that that they're telling you? Are they saying you got to wear masks, anything like that? Social distance, like any kind of confirmation in your email that dictate any of that I mentioned?
Nah, there's no confirmation. There's no confirmation about any extra anything going on. But I'm damn sure gonna have a hazmat suit on going through the airport. Believe that.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be double masked up, man. But they just got me flying all over the world, though. You know, I gotta go to Seattle first. I got a layover over there for like 30 minutes. Then go to Cali. It's just the plane ticket's all messed up right now.
Now we actually was gonna be there on the 6th for some graduations in San Diego, but they changed. They still didn't open up the schools, and they not having a graduation, so we not gonna go. But the
Right.
whole thing is they stopped all nonstop flights so that they can get their bread. Like by you going to see from Atlanta to Seattle, you picking up people that's going to LAX, you know what I mean, and stuff like that.
Right.
So they getting their money. Like basically like Greyhound right now. You know, Greyhound
Right.
stop at every city before your destination, and that's basically what you about to get right now with all these airlines. You know, opening back up and continuing flights. You ain't gonna get no nonstop flights. Everything gonna be a stop somewhere, and pretty much Vegas and Denver are pretty much major stop locations right now.
Right. Yeah.
I just hope they open it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Keith.
No, I was just saying. I'm just hoping for safe travel, man. That's all. Taking extra precautions. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'd say I just hope they open it up by June because I know we got a little, scheduled plan to fly there in June. So looking forward to that finally.
Yeah, they
So-
and they just said basically Cali ain't opening all the way back up
Yeah,
until
so-
August, my dude. So we may not be able to get back out there till we, go to the alumni game or whatnot. You know what I mean? When we go out that way, like September, October.
Yeah.
But they saying LA, not Cali, but LA is gonna be locked down until like August, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get into this question right here also. And Nolo, if you can lead us on this one, the sneaker community now versus 10 years ago.
Hell, we kind of already touched on it. 10 years ago,
Real talk.
10 years ago, way easier to cop shoes. Let's just get that out there. You could definitely get some on sale. I got all the CDP packs on sale at Foot Action for $79 the pack. I got the DNP pack from Finish Line for $100. Way easier to get shoes. I almost feel like they were producing more shoes back then, but I don't know that to be fact. It wasn't. There was no reselling, obviously. Well, damn. When did
No.
reselling start?
Yeah, not the way it is now.
Yeah, not the way it is
now,
now.
but it was some reselling. eBay was
And just-
around.
Right.
Oh, you had the eBay.
The major difference is how easy it was to get shoes. Like stuff will sit. You can get retro ones, red ones, royal ones with the Jumpman hang tag, the silver Jumpman hang tag, no problem. Athlete's foot. You can wait for it to go on sale for $59, hell, sometimes $39 around. SBs always had their own following. Back then, it was easier to get SBs. You can go down a little 5 points, walk into a Strat when it was on Euclid, and get an SB, no problem.
Yeah.
Get an SB, no problem. Camping out wasn't as big as it is now. And obviously the price of shoes, they don't went up. I remember it used to take at least 4 to 5 years for Jordan to up the price $10. Now they just do it every year.
Man,
It seems like it's quarterly now though. Every 3 years.
Yeah.
they're going to buy them regardless, huh?
And here's what's crazy is not only are they upping the price, but it seems like they changed the price on different releases in the same year. Like you might have one,
Yeah.
you might have one's $225, one's $190, one's $215. I mean, there's no consistency. Yeah, no consistency. It's like that's kind of strange to me. But
That's how they sneak the general release price up.
Yeah,
Like,
they
get them
sneak it up on
exclusives
it.
with the 225s and 215s. You get used to that, then boom, your 180s is now 190s, and your 190s is now 200s.
And you're just used to it. You're just like, all right, come on, I'll take it.
Yeah, Jordan
and that
1 used to
$10
be like 109 or 129.
no,
or something.
it used to be like
They were
$79.99 there for a
Yeah.
long time. Yeah, I got plenty of them that I remember paying, $85 for after tax.
Yep.
Back the black top boxes with this little silver Jumpman, back when highs came in those boxes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The flip top. I mean, I got a closet full of those. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I think the quality of making a shoe has changed in the last 10 years too. Because back in the day, shoes really
Facts.
used to be. They took time to really stitch the shoe. Now you got shoes falling apart in a year.
Yeah.
I had a whole bunch of them falling apart. A whole bunch of J's. I got discouraged, man. I got discouraged from the J game because I had so many falling apart. The white started turning yellow. You know, I'm pretty sure all of us have been through that. But the quality of the shoe is totally different from 10 years ago.
Now you
Well,
know
I
what's.
think
Go ahead.
the sneaker game was a lot better before the Concord and the Galaxy Foamposite release.
Of
When
course.
those two
Yeah.
released, it just it got people who weren't even interested in sneakers because of money. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
And that's where the dynamic really changed because, like you said, all of those shoes you named, you could walk into the store and pick them up. It was easy money. You know, they still would have value if you sat on them for a while, but you could just get shoes. It was easy to go get shoes. But after that December, the Concords, and then followed up by the Galaxy Foamposite, it's never been the same. At least for
Never.
my, you
Yeah. I
know,
think the Galaxy Foamposite is the reason why you even posed this question. That
Well,
shoe started.
that and the
It all, man.
Paranorman, yeah, that and the Paranorman foam, they did change a lot of things in
Yeah.
that time frame.
Yeah.
But back to something you mentioned, Keith, about the yellowing on the shoes. You know, something if you notice, like okay, back in the day, the shoes like 3s and 4s, they didn't crack as bad as they do now. Like the paint,
Right.
they might crumble. The foam, the composite material that was made out of was different then. So now they seem to last a little longer, but they're like you say, they're made cheaper. The quality is not there in the paint. Like I
Them
mean,
threes, man.
you put on a pair of 3s and
God.
Man,
yeah,
I had a pair
they
of threes. I had a pair of threes. I didn't mean to cut you off. I had a pair of threes that I had in my storage. I went back to get them, man. They were crumbling like it was made out of sheetrock.
yo, yeah.
I'm
If
like,
you
what
had them
the
in,
hell is this?
well, if you had them in storage, that's one of the things though that
Yeah, with
material,
that heat,
that hot cold, yeah, it
humidity.
expand and contract, yeah, the humidity will crumble them. But
Yeah.
like I say, that's the problem with older 3s and 4s and 5s and 6s is they crumble. But now
Right.
they don't crumble it. Well, obviously we don't have the same age difference or age in them, but the material they make them out of is different for the sole. But
Yeah.
the paint is like they're using like nail. I mean, it's like nail polish or something that just cracks off. You know,
And it's the same. It's the same thing like cars, bro. Everything is mass produced now.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're building
Right.
so many more than what they used to. Just like back then, GM, Chevys. These are metal cars. Now you got fiberglass cars that's made to break, so that they can get their money off the repairs and stuff like that. My dude, like now you notice they got windshield wipers that you can't buy at AutoZone, bro. You got to go to the dealer, like what kind of
Dealership.
shit? Like
Yeah.
like crazy.
That's
like,
what they're
like
doing.
little things like that. And it's the same thing with Jordan. You know what I mean? After a certain time, I ain't saying that they knocking out collectors, but after a certain time, why buy a pair of shoe and then you got it and you keep it about 5 years and it's not wearable no more? You know what I mean? It's like
That's really why I've jumped back on buying like SBs and older ones because I'm not willing to just continue to spend $200 or more on a shoe I know is going to just disintegrate. So
Everything is glued together now. Just like with Zion. There's no way Zion should have ripped out a pair of Nikes, man.
man.
yeah.
The whole bottom just came off.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, everybody on the court was giving a hell and nothing happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then like you
On
say,
blacktop.
Yeah.
On blacktop. It wasn't no gyms.
yeah, he looked like the ant. Look at,
You know?
yeah, exactly. But for me, the biggest difference I think we all touched on something, and I agree with everything about the difference between now and 10 years ago, is definitely the major difference, like I mentioned earlier, is social media. Like I don't know, like you said, Nolo, I don't know the numbers on what's being produced, and like we talked about what if there's the same amount of numbers being produced, but you have people that their whole mentality is resale. Now you also have you people out there that buy shoes for themselves and are resellers, but and I can respect that a lot more than I can somebody who could care less about a shoe and goes and gets 30 pair. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it's a business. Don't get me wrong. But you know, if you have the plug and the capability of copping, you know, 20 plus pairs, then I don't feel like you should have to rape the market, you know, with the price. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion.
That's them
Of course,
robots out there. Them robots be grabbing these
Man,
little
man.
pairs. They
Yeah,
got sneakers right now. The robots got sneakers on lock.
yeah,
Man,
yeah. I mean, like the Brazil dunk that just released. I didn't personally want it, but somebody asked me could I try to help him get it. So you know, I tried to get it on at 10. Man, at 10:01 it was sold out. I mean, it didn't even tell me I was in line.
that's 90%
yeah,
of
not
the
even
shoes.
10:01, bro. Not
Yeah,
even
They go.
yeah.
10:01.
I mean, it didn't even tell me I was in line. Like it didn't even process none of it. It just straight no. You know what I'm saying? And
They
I
got them
mean,
backdoor links.
man.
Them
So
cook
I think
links.
Them
I
cook
think
groups.
they need to somehow figure out a way to combat that. You know, where you had to put in like if okay if to get in a certain group or get in a certain even my own messenger or whatever something of my own with my own personal information, I have to touch how many squares to show I'm not a robot.
Oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
But
And
the
that's for
capture.
it
that's
should be
from
on. It should be in-store sales, one per person, and whatever leftovers you sell them online. Like these robots, no matter these bots is killing it, bro. No matter
yeah
how much you sufficient in there, where they even making you add your security code on the back of your card again when you do it and enter your last three. You know what I mean and stuff like that, bro. You can forget that if you got multiple credit cards, anything like that, bro. And I just feel it's not set up for you to get it. It's like, I mean, I ain't gonna say for you not to get it, but if the majority of the people is not getting these shoes, and then that's where the resale value is coming into play. Because
yeah
now, if you didn't get it, like you mentioned, it only takes money for you to get that shoe. How bad do you want that shoe?
Want it. Yeah.
yeah
And
that's
And
a fact.
go ahead. And I mean, personally, at the end of the day, if you want a shoe, you're gonna pay for it. You know what I mean? That's why you out there trying to go buy the shoe. If you was gonna spend 200 plus tax 214, you could pay that 250. You know what I mean? That ain't no tax or anything like that what they charge you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, also, it's how many times are you gonna have to do that for a person
Exactly.
that doesn't want the shoe? They just want that extra $50. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and that's what I don't get. Like you see in some of the local groups, people that go and grab like say get 2 or 3 pair, and say they pay 230 for it at the register, and you see it in the group for like 260. Like and then like was it really worth it to make? I don't know.
If you
I
if
guess
you got 10 pair,
10
if you
pair,
got 10 or yeah,
not
and
two.
that's more, not two. No.
Yeah, no, definitely. See, like I said, if you have the ability, and like I say, I respect it. I don't like it, but I respect it. If you have the ability to cop 10, 20, 30 pairs of the same shoe on release day from multiple locations in multiple raffles and all that, more power to you. I know, like I say, it's a business. It's just, you know, no different than selling TVs, you know, at Walmart. I mean, they're going to put more than 2 TVs in Walmart so they can sell 30 of them. We understand that. It's a business. But to the people that go and get 2 and try to cash out for $20, like I don't get that. Like this, I never have.
That's
And then when you say, "Hey, I'll come to you and pay you what you paid plus 10 for the gas you spent to go get it," you're like, no, I gotta have, you know, I don't get that. But
and my thing also too, like we done it a couple of times, meaning not done it, is like the YouTuber buy the shoe just to do a review and get rid of it. Ended up taking it back to Nike
Yeah.
outlet or something like that. That's also, you know, it's oversaturated with YouTubers. Everybody want to be one of the first ones to do the review, even if you don't
Right.
like the shoe. You know, they'll say, "Oh, I might keep the shoe. Let me know, comment if you want me to keep the shoe or not." That's another person taking away from your size. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, from the beginning. You
and
know
that's
what I mean?
one thing that we've based ours from the beginning is we wear our pairs. We go get them. If you see a review, it's a shoe we own. You know, that's
100%.
that's
Yeah,
what
that's what
you
I'm
know,
on. That's what
yeah.
I'm on. I'm
Right.
not buying
That's
no shoe to be the
100%.
first to review no shoe.
Right, you'll
No,
never
none of
see
that.
us review a size 13 or a size 9 when I'm an 8, he's a 10. If you see it on our review on our one of our videos, it's because we own the shoe, and that's, you know, yeah, you're right. I mean, it takes away from, especially if you see somebody who go gets a size 8 just to resell it. I mean, even if it ain't the shoe I want, it's like, man, damn, there goes one more. And I mean, it happens. But I mean, it is what it is. Like I say, at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. And does my opinion change anything? No. You know what I'm saying? But I can stand by it.
Right.
And it's so many different type of scenarios that you can make you lose on that. Like the relative PR say, certain stores only got a certain amount of shoes on that size. So if a person come in, like one of us to come and you snatch up an 8 or I snatch up a 10 just to redo the review. Now if it was his size, now that store don't got it. Now he got to go to another store, and by the time you get to the other store, that shoe gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a tricky situation. So me personally, out of respect for the sneaker community, we try not to do, or we 100% don't do reviews on shoes that we don't own. You know what I mean? Just so that we ain't taking away a shoe from the community.
Most definitely.
Hey, and go ahead, Ian. Diverse in the video with what we normally do. Since we speaking on the shoes right now, we can go ahead and do what we do.
Well, that's like I say, the end of the video is always my favorite, especially on reviews when we always show what's on feet. So, PR, you want to start off today? Show us on feet, since you came with something light last week.
Man.
Yeah.
I came with something even lighter this week. I was out there cutting the
Yeah,
grass.
I can't wait to see it. Yeah, look at it. I see the. Okay,
Oh,
okay,
yeah, yes, sir,
okay.
yes,
You
sir,
know,
yes,
it's like,
sir.
well, you
Okay.
know,
Yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir. I like.
you know.
That's what's up. Keith, you want to go next?
Yeah, I go next. I ain't got no Jordans or nothing, you know.
That's okay.
I've been
It's what
retired
you
from
wear.
the I'm on the Pumas now.
Yes, sir,
I'm
yes,
on the
sir.
Pumas. This
That's
shoe's kind of
loud.
bulky. I don't too much wear bulky shoes, but this shoe's comfortable right here.
It kind of
It's a
looked like a
real comfortable
Balenciaga.
shoe. Yeah, exactly. But you know, that's what I'm rocking right now, though.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
sir,
not.
I like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of loud shoes and I quote unquote ugly. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's not an ugly shoe, but in somebody else's eye, so they're like, "Oh my God, that's horrible." Well,
Right.
hey, you know what I'm saying? I might not like the pictures on their wall, and vice versa. So it is what it is. So
Hey, and I like that where the shoelaces is, and that area right there with that red with the red laces. Also, that's a nice touch right there around
yeah,
Yeah, it's
that
dope.
area, and then goes into the greens and then back into the red and the blue. That's dope right there.
it kind of
Yeah,
gives that Kobe Grinch vibe to it a little bit.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
right. Yeah, that's a dope shoe, though. I like it.
Yeah. How about you, Nolo? What you killing them with today?
None. I was actually, y'all caught me while I was trying these shoes on to match it up with the jersey, my E-Tonic Olajuwon.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was
I
fresh
was
right
just
there.
trying
Yeah,
these.
them is super fresh.
Yeah, I was just trying these on to
I
go
can
with
see
this.
that with a Hawks
Olajuwon
jersey. I know you got the Hawks jersey to go with it.
No, I ain't got no Hawks jersey. Do you see what that say? That say Hakeem the Dream.
Keem. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
that's the
okay,
Rockets.
okay. I thought you said Tumble. Oh, yeah,
Hakeem
yes, sir, yes, sir. The Dream.
Olajuwon.
Hey, I tell you
Oh,
what,
that's
Nolo,
fire.
you need to call and let me come over there and get that Hawks jacket off of you. You know what I mean?
Oh hell no! Hell no!
Yes, sir.
Took me forever to find that jacket.
I finally got the highlights, so I need that jacket. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got the highlights.
Yeah, I finally found them.
How much you
Oh,
pay for them? Because I was selling them for dirt cheap.
Well, so you still trying to sell them?
Nah, they gone.
Yeah, I
Nah,
went ahead
I
and threw
caught-
these on for the day. The DMP 6s, something to, rock with the Feats in the Street merchandise. You got the shirt and the hat to match it. I threw on these today. And it ended up raining, boy. I tell you, if it wasn't for that stain and water repellent, man, I don't know what my shoes would be going through, boy, man.
Yeah, I can hear the rain outside. I'm definitely not going outside because what I have on today is a quite older shoe, and like I say, it's got a suede around it, so it's definitely not going outside. But see, I got the orange Feast in the Street merchandise, so I came with the old school Paul Urick. I dug deep.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you see, it got the orange on the back for the little vibe.
So you said forget the lightweight from last week, huh?
Well, I mean, I didn't know what people was coming with when Fam said I got lightweight on, and it comes out with shattered backboard one. The OGs like, oh, I'm just light today. So, and I mean, and then with Nolo, you never know what he gonna come out with. He might have a shoe on the inside of a shoe. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you tripping.
But
hey, Nolo, you want to shout out that Make Atlanta Great Again shirt? You got one of those on deck?
The Make
Yeah,
Atlanta
that's
player.
the
Make
right now I
Atlanta
got
player
on.
play again.
Right now I got on the Realionaire merch.
Oh yeah, okay, that's
The
dope.
Realionaire. This will be on the website soon, but like I said, uppersocial.bitcartel.com is where you can get the Make Atlanta Play Again shirts.
Is it still under the borrowed, or is it different?
No, it's a whole nother thing. It's Upper
Okay.
Social.
Yeah,
You got a couple
I still need to drop them jeans off to you too. So we'll get
We
together.
sure do.
Yeah, we'll probably get together tomorrow or next week sometime.
All right, bet.
right. Hey, we appreciate y'all tuning in with us, man, and y'all joining the panel with us tonight, man. We greatly appreciate it. We'll be back next week. We're gonna try to do this every Sunday, you know what I mean, until football season start. When football season start, we're gonna go ahead and cut it out because you know Sunday's gonna be active with football season when it do start. So we ain't, you know what I mean, ain't gonna be able to do this. I'm a diehard Eagles fan, so I'm gonna be at games and all types of stuff. So I ain't gonna be able to do this. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do this every week until football season starts. So we greatly appreciate y'all tuning in and joining the panel with y'all. And y'all want to get an outro for us?
Well, hey, before we get to that, something I was thinking about too. Some, Nolo, something we used to do back in the day when everybody would have the sneaker events. We'd all do like the group photo or the meetups.
Yeah.
Like go to the taco shop or whatever. So I was thinking that definitely. I mean, not excluding you, relative. You know what I'm saying? I know you out on the other side and all that, but we need to start doing something like that again. Where now that the state's opening back up, start doing meetups. Like at the quad or the varsity or. What is it? What's the KO's little taco spot?
Dos Amigos.
Yeah, Dos Amigos. Yeah, something like that. I love the fact that he made it where that's a safe spot to do meetups for trades and
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's super dope. And I mean, I know he's a big influence in the whole sneaker culture. So we need to try to get him on as well.
Hey, and I'm all for that. I'm less than 2 years in Atlanta. Cali boy, so I'm all for meeting all the sneakerheads out here. I'm all for that one.
Well, yeah, say you see how many we ran into at SneakerCon. You know what I'm saying? And it used to be way bigger than that. Like, I mean, we ran into Ray and Dave and KO and Walter and I think a couple of Eric was out there, Chris. I mean, there was quite a few folks. You know what I'm saying? But it used to be a lot more meetup like that. Like we used to do that back in the day. So
yeah, we did.
Yeah, we need to get back. Eric used to come out. You know what I'm saying? Louis come out. I mean, it was a whole bunch of us. So yeah, we definitely need to jump back on that vibe like we used to.
Most definitely, and we all for it. Nolo, if somebody like you say, mention KO, holla at KO, whatever we can do. As soon as possible is always better.
Right. Let's do
And
it.
y'all want to go ahead and do your outros? We can get up out of here.
Yeah, man. Again, Manolo Prado. Please follow me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Manolo Prado. Everything is Manolo Prado. You search Manolo Prado, I'll pop up somewhere. Get at all your custom clothing needs.
Appreciate y'all. It was love.
Right.
Yeah, thank you everybody for showing up. We greatly appreciate that, and look forward to doing another, doing the same thing in the future. So.
Hey, appreciate it, Relative. Appreciate it, Relative, tuning in with us again, man. We'll be at you next week too, man. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Where the little Relative at? He ain't there today?
Yeah, he had his junior with him today. He in there tired.
You grandpa too?
Grandpa, brother.
Oh man,
look
at grandpa and him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ain't nothing wrong with it. My little one just turned 2.
Right.
My little grandson.
Right. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Same to you, fam, bam.
Well, that's what's up, man. Like I say, fellas, we greatly appreciate everybody showing up.
We got Keith with the outro.
Yeah, y'all just follow me, man. www.teamdreadmusicgroup, TDMG. We got the merch online. Hit us up, man. Big things going on, man. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Much love to everybody, man.
And we're gonna have to link you up with the Relative when you get out there in Cali. You touch down in Dago. I gotta link you up with the Relative. You know what I mean? He'll take you on the inside tour. You know what I mean?
Right.
That everybody don't get. He'll take you on the inside scoop.
Let's get it.
So you can see the streets we the mobbed on growing up and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
No doubt. I'm with it.
And like I mentioned, we all me and my relative, we from Mitchie Slick neighborhood. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. I know you connected with him, so he'll get you the inside the trenches and stuff like that for you, my guy.
Right. Let's get it, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Hey, like my boy Diverse Style said, man, we appreciate every single one of y'all on this panel right here and everybody tuning in. And we couldn't do this without y'all, man, and we greatly appreciate it, man. So until next week, man, we greatly appreciate y'all tuning out. Anything you want to say, Diverse Style? Diverse, you got anything you want to say?
I'm good. Hey, like I said, I'll call you in a little while. Other than that, man, hey, appreciate everybody stay safe. See y'all next week.
Hey, and Diverse, get Nolo information to his website so we can type it in for the.
I'm already following the YouTube, but I definitely get the yeah.
I'll send it to you.
And
that'll work.
we'll put it in the description or in the chat, and then the same thing for you, Keith. We'll do the SoundCloud for you. Just send me your link, and I'll throw it
Yes, sir.
inside this inside the chat. Appreciate y'all. Make sure whoever watching, make sure y'all hit my boy Nolo and subscribe to his YouTube channel. And shout out Mike G for tuning in. We greatly appreciate y'all, and John Anderson, man, greatly appreciate y'all. Until next week.
Appreciate it, man. Peace.
Already, peace.